Hey, good morning, everybody. Morning, Arturo, Kevin, Dex, Gary, Ray, Brian, Schvenborn, Rungamer. Welcome back to town. Alan, Tara, Don. Welcome, everybody. How's it going this morning? Um, Crazy things happen in the market. The most bullish thing that algos have ever done. Set a record. And let's pull this over and share it. There we go. CTA positioning. This set a record, like all-time record. This is computerized trading algorithms, CTAs, not certified trading advisors or commodities trading advisor, whatever. This is certified computerized trading algos in U.S. equities. Look at this. This was the biggest swing we have ever seen. Right there. They went the most bullish. That yeah, the reason this is scary is because there's nothing left. Like they used all their juice to go long here, and we might get a pullback. This is it's one of those things. Like when they all go one side, you got to watch out for the other side. All right. Be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. That's when they all tip to one side of the boat, we tend to make a left turn. So right turn, left turn, whatever, whichever way I'm pointing here. Now, if you want to chat with me like all these fine folks on the stream, make sure you hit the button right over here, right down here, the subscribe button. And a few seconds later, you can chat on the live stream while I'm live. If I'm no longer live, you'll have to leave a comment down below. I do appreciate everybody doing that and interacting with the video. Give me a thumbs up, interact with the video. The ones that you viewers interact with more actually get shared out more on YouTube. It's kind of funny how that works. So thumbs it up, even if you don't like what I have to say, thumbs it down. Just interacting with it and sharing it with a friend, whatever it is you do, the interaction helps it go to a bigger audience. In the last, not even the last 30 days, it was the last, gosh, what is it? 23 minus 6. So 30 minus 6. So 24 days. The last 24 days, the channel has grown 10% on subscribers. We went from 3,000 subscribers on October 23rd to 3,300 today. Beautiful. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. And let's keep going. So anyway, popping over here. Beautiful. Now, I keep getting questions about the test drive, the Tesla test drive that Rongamer set me up with. It was a lot of fun. This is me taking my son down to the university on, I guess it was Wednesday morning. The car was just holding itself at the light. No foot in the pedals, as you can see. And you can see my Monster there I had. You can go back to the video and see I was drinking a purple Monster that day. Anyway, it was a fun ride. So if you're interested in doing this yourself, I'm going to drop a link in the chat for you. And Rongamer will hook you up too. No, I'm just kidding. Tesla will hook you up with a test drive if you want. If you're interested, they're offering free test drives. You can borrow it for a few hours, borrow it for possibly overnight. If that's something you're interested in, it's I'm definitely more likely to hold out for my Cybertruck after trying that out. So I do have a Cybertruck on order. Some people think I'm crazy, but whatever. I'll wait for it. I mean, I've been waiting for it since the day it was announced back in 2019 or whatever. So anyway, a lot of fun. It definitely was an interesting car. We drove around that night. We drove around probably the overnight test drive. We drove around probably 75 to 85 miles based on my Google Maps history. If you didn't know, Google Maps tracks you. It does. And, we used about 30% of the charge, 30, 35, and it was a lot of fun. Anyway, let's talk about what's moving today. Refresh this list. And, sometimes I get it right. Somebody was asking about Wing in the chat. in Discord last evening. I didn't see it till this morning. I drew this chart, I think it was on Halloween when we were down here, right here during the 30 MA. We were doing this consolidation. I kind of drew that if we break above the 618, we might rally right up to the 1272. Or if we reject off, we could go down. Oh, look at that. Almost right up to the target. If you're on that trade, be careful. There's not a lot of upside left. Just a little bit. 242. Probably the stopping off point for now. Thought that was interesting. It's not a big mover this morning. One that is kind of a big mover. Look at that. AMAT did not make it up to the target. Came up a little shy. And getting a smack back down to the 618 level. Ouch. Getting smacked back down. A big ouch right there. So, anyway. Gotta watch out. They can all fail. It was one of the ones that didn't make it just right up to the 1272 without the retrace. So, yeah, we'll go through oil here in just a second. Just chill out. Chill out. Anyway, before I talk more about trades, I need to hit the disclaimer. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Don't trade if you don't have money to lose, or if you're not going to be able to absorb a loss. Past performance not necessarily indicative of future results. I may never get another prediction right again. I mean, nothing I say may be right again. This presentation is intended to be informational, educational, fun. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell any financial instrument at all. Don't buy stocks, don't buy options, don't buy cryptos, don't buy forex, don't buy futures, don't buy bonds, don't sell any of it. Don't buy stuff from gurus. Don't buy trading systems if you don't trust the people you're working with. All right. I do this every day to try to build trust with you. And if we build a relationship and you trust what I have to say, then we can go deeper. And, but I don't give financial advice. All right. If you desire personal financial advice, you got to hire and consult a financial advisor. So I'm just out there giving blanket statements and sharing what I do. If you want to come along for the ride, cool. Now, calendar, not much today. Nothing really on the rolls. We do have some flash services coming out about 20 minutes. That could move the market a little bit. Not usually a big mover. Not usually. And I'm looking at next week, not this week. That's next Friday. Excuse me. This Friday, nothing. We had the building permits, and as I expected, not really moving anything. And next week is Thanksgiving week. We have the market closed on Thursday, half a day, early close on Friday. It will be a weird week, more than likely. And we have NVIDIA earnings, NVIDIA, coming up next week. So take a look at those before I forget. That doesn't look overly bullish, and looks like it looks kind of toppy. I'm not sure. That's not a higher high. If we don't have a higher high by the time we report earnings, probably coming down again. We've got Tuesday after the close. That could see a bigger retrace, and that may suck the market down. It would not surprise me one bit to come back, retest that breakout right there. Downtrend to highs, retest that. We've needed it in the Qs. We've needed it all across the market. NVIDIA could be the one that sucks us back down. Remember, those CTAs, they kind of used up all their going long power. And what happens after you're done going long? Well, we tend to get a retrace. We got near the 80. We might could push it up a little higher. I mean, I'm just saying, like, the chart pattern, like, since when has a stock ever moved? There's no logic in earnings, all right? It's just a catalyst, and it could be just waiting for it. This pattern would look best if it did a retrace, held that area right there, and then went ripping off to these higher targets. Like, not even a thinking about it retrace in here at all. And we just went blasting off like a rocket. Bottle rockets running out of juice. Big rockets. SpaceX about to launch they're set for launching the rocket tomorrow. 8 a.m. Set your 8 a.m. Eastern. Set an alert. I got one set in my phone for 7:55 a.m. They had to postpone it. They were going to try to shoot it today, but had to postpone for some kind of fin actuator thing. I don't know. I watch the live stream for that all the time. They have a live stream of operations at the pad. So, all right. NVIDIA may retrace on earnings. So that's the big caution next week. That's probably the biggest event of next week, I think, with Thanksgiving coming up. So I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably won't do anything Thursday. No live stream. Just hang out with family. Friday, I'll be back again. And remember, next week starts the TradingView sale. TradingView Black Friday sale starts on Monday. So if you're interested in loading up for a year of TradingView on a premium plan and a cheap price, I don't see much need for the data. I mean, if you're a day trader, you might need the paid live data. But as far as most of us go, if you're just doing what I do, don't buy the data. The big advantage over the free plan is that you can set alerts. The free plan only has like 1 or 2 alerts. The paid plan, you can get up to unlimited alerts, and that's what I've got. And lists too. Like the free plan, you only get 1 list, and the paid plan, you get tons. And I don't get any referral bonus, so I'll throw up the link when I get the sale. I don't have any kind of referral link. I don't have any referral deal. It's just the platform I use because dang near every ticker I ever want to look up is on TradingView. And I can save it on this chart. When I click this little button, when I draw it on here, it's on every device. Everything I draw is on my phone. If I need to reference this chart later and I'm not at a computer, I can just pull it up and everything I drew is right on my phone. Everything's on my tablet. Everything's on my other desktop, my laptop at home. Like it's all synced up magically. So is it worth it? It's up to you. If you got another charting platform you love, don't buy it. I'm just saying, Black Friday sale, they cut it like 70% off the retail price, plus give you some months free. They say the email ad I had, or the email ad, the promotion I got yesterday. Here, I'll pull it up real quick. Pull it up, this right here. Giving away free months depending on how much you get. So right there, TradingView sale. I do use them every day, so that's the charting platform I have up right here. All right. Which one do I have? I had the premium plan. I don't know how, I wasn't planning to go to the sales page today, but let's see. Trading. See what happens if I just go to tradingview.com and I don't even know where the pricing information is. Yeah, it's already got me logged in. See what happens. Nope. And there it is. Go Pro. Yeah, I've got the premium plan. So this will be like 70% off. Usually like, I don't know, $200 maybe for a year. $100, 70% off. It's probably close to $200 for a year. You get 8 chart layouts, 25 indicators per chart, 20K history bars, 400 price alerts, and it's virtually unlimited. 400 technical alerts. So that's actually 400 price alerts, 400 technical alerts. You actually get 800 alerts. And no ads, no, you can get volume profile. You get all this stuff. You just can't be SVXY hitting the target. Beautiful. Go look at that. Right there. That's the target, baby. That's the conservative target, the more aggressive target, 98, and super aggressive target, 104. I am off of this until we see another pullback. I'm not riding it. I closed my trade, so I'm waiting for another pullback. That pattern worked. Boom. Happened again, 15 in a row. So now we wait. The average wait time has been about 30 to 45 days. You know, in that ballpark, in between pullbacks since COVID. So you just got to wait for it. Wait for the setup. Pays out beautifully. I made like 17 grand on that. So, so far, like it's done. Like I closed the trade. So I made like between 16 and 17 grand on that pop. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So we wait for the next one. Or I'm waiting for the next one. You can do what you want to do. I do not recommend trying to chase this any higher. So, all right. How many contracts I had? I don't remember. I posted it. I posted it in Discord, so you can search SVXY. I think I had 30. I think that's right. 30. 30, 35. I don't know. 30 something, I think. I had 6 and 6 and I had 6, 6 and 20. Whatever that is. 32. Had 6 in one account, 6 in another account, and 20 in another account. All right. Yes. Yeah, just hovering. Hovering. Now, as somebody mentioned in the chat, there tends to be a a pop over if you buy this Friday in the afternoon, sell on Monday, like 80% of the time. Going into the week of Thanksgiving, we see a pop in S&P 500, just SPY. So is it going to be big enough to take advantage with options? I don't know. It's just 80%, 87% of the time, we tend to be up from this afternoon through Monday. But that still leaves 13% of the time that we pull back, and that doesn't work. So don't risk more than you can afford to lose if you go after that. It's not a pattern that I think I'm going to go after, but I do have some positions on that are bullish. I have some stuff on that's bearish. I'm kind of mixed right now. My smaller account at Tasty Trade, probably 5/7 cash. Like I have about 50 grand in cash versus the $70,000 account. So not really deep into positions right now, just kind of sitting, waiting for something to resolve. This was a big move up. As I said, the CTAs really ramping it up, kind of waiting on a pullback. If I miss the next breakout, it'll be okay. Eventually, we're going to get a pullback. That's the opportunity. All right. Like I said, I waited for SVXY, made a nice chunk of money on that one, and I just wait again. Just sit and wait. Smile and wait, boys. Now, in Q, this is what has me concerned about NVIDIA also. It popped up, tagged the prior high, and what would I expect? I would expect a retrace. I've said that for a couple of days. We've just kind of been hovering. Usually, I mean, it's like 50-50. We can either hover and pop, or we hover and drop. And usually when it's a lower high, we tend to hover and drop instead of hover and pop. It's just tend, it's like maybe 55% of the time we'll drop and 45% of the time we'll pop when we make a lower high on this. So just keep that in mind. And if you're wondering QQQs, just divide this number by 41. You get pretty darn close. But that's the same pattern we're looking at on the QQQs. I mean, just to show it to you, right there. And you do QQQ times 41. There's the 15,787. 15,881. Pretty dang close. than 100 points. So there you go. That's how that works. Russell, this might drop. Get a nice pop overnight, but I am very cautious. This was a equals C up, a corrective type move. We stopped right at the point where I don't. Oh man, this really has got me concerned. If we finish, if we drop, make a lower high, and then break down below that low, probably going on continuation lower on the small caps. That maybe we have a banking freak out. Maybe the government shutdown that they're trying to play let's make a deal on. Maybe that causes some panic into next week. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. And oil pushed down into the target levels, hit the 1272. Do we find support there, or are we going to push on down fully into that 1618 right down there, just a little bit lower before we reverse? I held on to my position because I bought a small position. If this is the lowest low and we reverse out of here, at this point, we would need a move back above this point right there to add anything for me. And really, I want to see a move back up through the daily. We pushed a little lower than the measured bounce 618, but we didn't get down to that 786. So we could go on down. We tagged that 1272 right there off of the bigger pattern. That was the ching, ching, ching right there. Corrective pattern. I know I've got lots of fib lines going. Let's clean that one up right there. This move right here. Turn on the 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Right here. That was the first point. That was the second point. That's the third point for the 3-point tools. 1, 2, 3. Compares the first move down with the third move down. We got to the 1272 right there. 1272. Bouncing up, back up to the 100% would be classic. And then if we're going to extend lower, 1618 right there, around 70. And kind of mucks up the measured bounce pattern. I really want to see it break back above. This would be an early aggressive, super aggressive type indication. This would be breaking above this. More conservative, but still very aggressive. Back above the roadmap line would be what I really need to see to get continuation higher to these levels like 99, possibly all the way up here, 106 on the next run. Well, let's fix that now that we've got a lower low. 100 and 107. Add 1 to it. And we may go for a much bigger move up off of this ultimate low, high to low that we had from March of 22 down to the low that we saw this past summer. And 150, possibly 170 on that move. Definitely a big potential upside on oil is brewing. Reversal just not quite there yet. Still working on finding the bottom. And if it breaks down, we could see an extension down here to 50. That's kind of the long and the short of it. Anyway, gold. Trying to get the breakout. A daily close above this 618 level, right around that 1990 area. Daily close above that sets us up 70% likely to go up to 2040. Nice potential. Bitcoin just churning. Still, that was a lower high, higher low. We're just consolidating. Like I said, golly, with the lower high, we may see a deeper retrace. May go retest the breakout down here around 32. We topped out back here. But we could just hang out here and then go for an extension all the way up here at 45. So for the leverage stuff I added right back here, close it off. For my longer term position out in the 2025, 2026, still waiting. All the catalysts are still in place. Bitcoin ETFs, halving event, all this stuff's still in place. We could see news on that. Kathy Wood's coming out. I think it was yesterday, maybe it's the day before. I wasn't sure when she actually did the interview, but she said that SEC has an open dialogue with BlackRock and her about their spot ETFs. So she thinks that this was something new that she hadn't really experienced, that the SEC was talking to him about, an open dialogue with them both about it. And she thinks that they're just days or weeks away from actually approving it. So that could be a huge catalyst. Ethereum looks like it's going to go retest that breakout, just like I was talking about on the Qs, just like I was talking about on NVIDIA, just like I was talking about on all sorts of things. Dollar, still churning right at the roadmap line. If we break down, have a long way to go to a target. If we break back up, get above this level, probably going up to this 108 where the 618 level was. Yeah, Ross Stores. Nice pop. That's the, look, beautiful. Expect to retrace back to the 100 before we extend even higher. I drew that all the way back here in August, and here we are in November doing it. It took a little longer to get there, but we took a trip back to the roadmap line. That's the way it works. Yeah, see there in the little pattern back to the roadmap line, it popped up to the 1272, retraced to the 100, up, probably reach up to that 1618 before we get a little retrace again before it can go to the even higher. This is looking at the bigger pattern back here versus this little pattern here. They all work together. SGD. God, that looks like some crazy stuff I'm not going to touch. Not enough candles to do, doesn't even activate any of my indicators. So ADI, could that be the bottom? Could. Look at this though. Like, look how much sideways that's been. Why would you want to mess with that at this point? It might go up here and tag this 207 area, but at this point, that's a big bunch of sideways overlapping gnarly volatility that I just stay away from. THC, nice gap, probably going to break out and continue higher, but at this point, let's see what we got. This is medtech, healthcare, biotech stuff. Be careful. That's a measured bounce, though. We break above that roadmap line. That could be a big up. How big a up? And 118, possibly 150. That'd be pretty sweet. And back, break above 70 is an opportunity for that one to go up. I may buy a couple shares just to see if that works. EXPE. That one's rocking. Look at that retrace and 1272 and the resistance right there. I would expect another retrace before we can break on even higher, but hey, it doesn't have to. It's probably going to get, it's probably getting toward the end of its move though. NTES, the list is not very long today. NTES, probably going to get a pullback. The target, upside target there, that 119 level. Then back to the roadmap line. MURA, biotech, Mural Oncology, miscellaneous commercial services. I don't even know. 2 candles, lots of volatility. Stay away from that thing. GPS. The gap. Look at that pop. Beautiful. Right up in the targets. I wouldn't expect much more above 18 before we get another retrace. You know, could it go? Yeah, it can. It possibly could, but I just wouldn't expect it. Wouldn't expect it at this point. We can clean this up and redo that fib line. Look, 17 retrace, 19 possible. Just, I wouldn't expect much more than 18 right now before a retrace. Looking at the smaller, yeah, I wouldn't expect much more than 18. Could it go? Sure, it can. I mean, it's breaking above. We do have the bigger, even bigger move here. Ramp up. That was a deep retrace. Way more than a measured bounce. Yeah, resistance up here where it consolidated. Right there. We may just pop up and test that at 20 to 25. There's a gap right there too. It's got right up to the gap fill. It definitely has some resistance getting even higher. ALV. Auto live. 106, 112. Beautiful. LI. That's like a 618 retrace. Yep. That one may. Look at this right here. That pullback. Retrace to the. Oh, don't do that. Retrace to the 618. Could extend lower down to 28. Caution. If we break out, it's going to take a break above that box because look, that box has been the limit on the upside. 51, 56 if it pushes up, but could just retrace. I'm highly cautious on stuff that just turns sideways. Hey, Goose. You can't even keep track of your mornings and evenings anymore. You know what city you're in? AMAT. Got the retrace. That may be all she needs to pop up, though. 161. Still the upside target. 170 above that. LRCX. May come back to the roadmap line. Although that was a corrective move down. Broke above the 618. It's about 70% likely to just extend up to the 764 area. And we finally did that. And retrace and pop. There you go. All right. ATGL. That one's just straight up. No idea what's going on there. Doesn't show up as an IPO, but that may be an IPO. IPOs are bearish. So if that was an IPO, I don't know the story here. But there's just a upgrade listing, a SPAC, or usually SPACs have longer history, so not sure what's going on here. Wasn't one I heard about. Company was founded by, and it looks like it's an IPO. Not a very old company. So very rare that it would just take off and keep going without getting a big retrace that makes a lower low. Very rare. It's like 95% likely that it gets a retrace to a lower low. There's that 5% of times, though, that they can just go. So BJ's, ouch. They report earnings. Oh, yeah, Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. I was like, they report earnings on Friday. Yeah, today's Friday. Smackdown, just like Walmart, Costco. Costco might come back to the roadmap line. Sam's Club, Walmart, ouch. That may go back to the lows. Baba can't get their crap together. Apparently Singles Day is not overly positive. They canceled their spinoff yesterday. One of their spinoffs. They're supposed to break BABA into like 8 companies or something, 7 or companies. They canceled one of them yesterday. One of the cloud computing things. They said that the analysis was that it's not going to be profitable if they spin it off. So, and investors apparently didn't care for that. Baidu still just messing around, not doing anything. Stuck on the 618 retrace. All right, bias for the day. Caution. We're very extended up here. Very overbought. CTAs are long. We have not had a reasonable retrace. One day didn't count in my book. Be careful, all right? We may see a retrace. That one, same as the Qs, same as everything else. We may see a retrace back and retest the breakout. Could come back to the roadmap line, but probably would just retest the breakout. So there you go. What about the Walmart 1272 pop? It's already done. Like it did it. I'm out. Retrace. We talked about that yesterday and the day before. So Walmart's done for now. Not even on my list anymore to watch till it sets up again. All right. If you want to chat with me the rest of the day about whatever it is, link is in the description down below the video here. Discord. That's the roundtable link. $5. Get you in there, get you the market roadmap line, get you a link to put that on your chart, get you a watch list every week for 3 months for $5. I mean, it's pretty good. If you trust me and you think that I'm steering you in the right direction, come join me. Otherwise, come make sure you're subscribed, make sure you hit the button for the thumbs up, make sure you hit the alerts and all the doodads, all the things, and I'll see you again on Monday. So, see you later.